Innovative content. Global audience.
Culture includes food, language, music, how we eat, the way we eat our food, and also our behavior. All these comprises of culture. And how we ought to respect people's culture is very important. You see, there are some cultures that actually eat frog, some people eat snake, and they expect you not to condemn them because they eat that particular kind of that particular kind of meal. So these are what we call culture, and most times they tend to do it because that is the culture they find themselves, and they believe it is good, even though you see it as something that is bad, but they don't see it that way. So all these things are culture. There are some cultures that condemn a particular kind of dressing, while other culture accepts it. Some culture don't see it that way. Some cultures believe that people should actually behave in this kind of way, while some culture don't believe that way. And that is why we call it culture, with different kind of belief, with different kind of pattern, and how they ought to come to play. My name is MARYVAL Ezi. I'm reaching you live from Abuja. I'm reaching you live from SRTV here in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. And we're on the show, The Culture. Last week we did talk about the Gbagi culture in Niger State. The Gbagi people, they are referred to as the real owners of Abuja. Yes, they are our landlord, just like we discussed last week, that they are really our landlord, and how hardworking they are, how peaceful those people are, and also how they tend to produce whatever they are eating, because they're actually great farmers. The Gbagi people, they're actually great farmers, and we got to know a lot about them, their traditional dance, their masquerade, and also I think they have beautiful dance there. These are all the things we were able to know about them, and these are all the things we're able to educate our viewers about them. But today I want to look into the Imo State culture, and this place in Imo State is called the Ehite Uboma in Imo State. What can you say about them? This community, is it big? Is it actually small? What do they do to survive? What are the things that they do that keep them moving, that keep them striving? And these are all the things that we get to know. But actually, the Ehite Uboma, they get to make us know that they are great farmers. They farm a lot, and the things they farm comprises of maize, also cassava, and also the utazi. And also this utazi, if you ask me, a lot of people will tell you they don't like it. They don't like it because it's bitter. Now, ask me, this utazi, where do they use it? Most times you see the popular abacha that we all know, that we get from all those people that are selling abacha. Most times you see that they mix this abacha with the utazi, and a lot of people don't like it. And also even your nkwobi, because this utazi, because I've tasted it and I'll tell you it's so bitter. But today we get to know that it is not just because it is bitter, but it is medicinal. Yes, because this utazi leaf, you see, when you take it, according to what we've seen so far, it can actually go for, let me say, you're having stomach ache, actually cures stomach ache, and has a lot of things to do. And also maybe you're looking for blood and all that, because it's actually a vegetable, so it's actually medicinal. So this Ehite Uboma, they're actually good in farming, and this has kept them going. And today on the show, we're actually going to have a guest from this Ehite Uboma in Imo State that will tell us more about their culture, that will let us know about them, things we need to know about them, the do's and the don'ts in their culture, the things that we should not go close to so that we'll not enter one problem or the other. And the interesting part about their culture, there is no culture that does not have masquerade. There is no culture that don't have that pattern of traditional marriage. Yeah, that is why most times people will be like, how is your culture? How is the traditional marriage like? How is the traditional marriage rights like? Their bride price and all that. Is it that expensive? Is it that cheap? Some people, their traditional marriage bride price, it is actually on a high level, while some people it is low. And this is where culture comes in. This is how their culture sees to be the best. And you have no right to condemn it. That is their culture, and that is how they have been practicing it. While others, you see some tradition that will tell you that the wives are not allowed to maybe send money to their parents without informing their husband. And some people will be like, wow, is it that serious? Yes. And some people will be like, when you're married, you're in, and Most times it's applicable to just the female gender. They are the ones that have been affected. The male, they have no problem with that. Yes, that is culture. Like when we actually called our guest, I think last 2 weeks, the Abia State. Yeah, she's from Abia State, and she was actually letting us know that them, in their own culture, a woman is not allowed to climb the tree. Who does that? But you see that there are a lot of cultures that women go to the bush, they climb trees, they can even cut trees to make firewood for them to be able to use it in cooking. And that is where the Bari culture comes in, because last week when we talked about the Bari culture, we got to see that you see even the little ones, the ones that are still coming up, not even just the elderly ones, they carry a lot of woods on their back, and be like, how are they able to do this? But it is their culture. Sometimes I feel like your culture makes you strong, your culture makes you who you are, your culture builds you. And if you ask me, I'll say sometimes your culture can actually mar or mar you, depending on the kind of culture you come from. There are some cultures that even if a woman cheats, they have no problem with that. While some culture, if a woman cheats, is a big problem. There's some culture that if you disobey your father, you can even kill a goat, yes, just to please him. While some culture is not like that. So these things, that is why if you ask me, I was saying some culture can actually make or mar you. And every culture is interesting, and every culture is beautiful. Yes, there is no culture that you say is superior to the other, or that you say is more important to the other. And these are things we do today. This is why we are here in SRTV Live, to talk about culture, to discuss about people culture, the do's and the don'ts, the things you need to know about culture. We are not just here to talk about culture, but we are here to educate you about different people's culture, so you get to know about different people's culture, and you need to know that interesting part of different people's culture. These are the things we do today. But before I go on a break to call our guests, that will bring our guests to the show, I want us to know a brief history of this Ehiti Uboma. What do you think you need to know about them? How did they come to play? How many local government is in this particular place? What is that thing that's interesting about this particular place? You say yes, they farm, they are good in farming. What kind of thing do they farm? Yes, what do they do in their cultural festival? What do they do? How is their masquerade like? And also, how big is this particular community, this Ehiti Uboma? How big is it? We need to know deep about their culture, and these are things we are actually going to do today. So the history, the Ehiti Uboma local government, okay, the Ehiti Uboma local government area in Imo State is among the 27 local government councils sited on the town of Isinweke, with the districts of Amokoha, Umeziegu, Atsowerem, Abuke, Umoma, Amayi, and also the Onitsha Uboma. Now you see different places cited in this Ehiti Uboma. Okay, and also the area is best known for its rich farming. Just like I said when I started the show, they are great farmers if you ask me, but we still need to know a lot of things that they farm. They have food, right? And a particular culture cannot have food if they don't farm. Where do they get the food from? Probably it's because they are farming. It's because of their hard work. That is why they have the kind of local delicacy you see them. The kind of local delicacy they serve you, they farm. That is why they got it. So today, let's get to know more about them. And also, the local government is in the southeast geopolitical zone, and one of the local government area in Imo State with the council secretariat in Esinkweri. And also, they are great farmers and noted for its production of staple food for commercial purpose, and also best described as the food basket of the state in view of its location within the deep rainforest zone of Imo State. Imo State is a big state if you ask me. Imo State has different local governments, but right now they're trying to let you know that this Ehiti Uboma, they call them great farmers. Yes, so it means that in Imo State, they are known, this particular local government are known for farming, just like they describe them, the food basket in the state. Wow, so they're actually good in when it has to do with food. I think these states we need to just go and visit this state. Let's get to know this one is a food basket. We know Benin State to be food basket nation now, but right now in Imo State, Ehiti Uboma is the food basket. That's a nice one if you ask me. Okay, the people of Ehiti Uboma, whose capital is situated at the Isinekwe in Okigwe zone of Imo State, are blessed with rich cultural festivals bequeathed by them by their forefathers. The cultural festival, among others, include the following: Iwa Oka, Mbom Uzo, Oriji, Agu Okonkwo, Ahia Nganga, and also Azu Ororum. Okay, so interesting to know that the above cultural festivals are observed and celebrated by various communities at specific periods. okay, period of the year. Nevertheless, some communities are yet known with a particular festival. Okay, some are known with particular festival. Interestingly, this rich cultural festival is where harnessed. If we're harnessed, we only boost the tourism potentials of Uboma and Imo State, but we place Uboma as one of the tourist destinations in Nigeria, Africa as well, creating jobs and generating revenue to Uboma. This is a nice one, actually. In fact, it will increase the economic potential of the good people of Uboma, Imo State, and Nigeria in general. All the benefit the people of Uboma gain to stand to gain is that it will open Uboma, the world as people, from within outside, and it will take the Uboma for tourist activities. Wow, that's a nice one. A lot of good things from the states. I love the part they talk about food. This food depicts their culture. And talking about their food, not just the fact that they produce maize, cassava, and also the ede. They also have this the utazi that we did talk about, and the upaka. This upaka, they make it to different. You see the pomo, the fish, the onion, and everything that they make this upaka with. Is there everybody that knows upaka? Upaka, they'll ask you, what does it actually do in the body? What's the work of upaka in human body? But this upaka, it's actually said it generates blood in human body, and you can use it to prepare different meals. Okay, viewers, I'll be going on a quick break. Yes, and when I come back, I'll be coming in with our guest from the Uboma that will tell us more about the state, the interesting thing you need to know about the state, and the things also that you need to avoid so you will not enter one problem when you visit there. Yes, so viewers, don't go anywhere. Stay with us. I'll be right back after this break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SR TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event, and this is all you need to do.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at...
Hello viewers, welcome back from that quick break. We're still on the show, Our Culture, Your Culture. Yes, where we talk about people's culture, their belief, their food, their music, and the things they do that are interesting. Today we are talking about the Uboma, and also how great they are when it comes to farming. So like I did promise, I'll be coming back with our guest, who is by name Daniel Ifeanyi-Chukwu, that will educate us more about the culture. Good afternoon, Mr. Daniel Ifeanyi.
Yeah, I'm not doing awesome.
How are you doing, and how is your area today? Is it raining there?
Yes, fine. I'm doing good. Thank God.
So tell us, is it raining there or is it actually sunny? Is it a sunny day?
Not much. Not much. The weather is okay.
Okay, we're actually talking about the Uboma, and we believe you know a lot about this culture in particular. So tell us about your culture. Tell us about your culture.
I should tell you about me or about the culture.
about your culture, like the interesting part of your culture.
Yeah, we have so many cultures in my area. First of all, I'm from a village called Kuroku in Uboma, a region of Uboma State.
Okay.
So we have so many cultures. Yeah, number one is the one we call Okonko. The Okonko Festival. We usually do it every June, July, in a month, in a year.
Okay, every year, right?
Yeah.
June, July.
Yeah, every time is like 6 months, 7 months in the year. So that's when we can hold it in different communities.
Okay, so I believe you have other ones, right? So can you actually tell us about them?
Yeah, we have another culture, like we call it Mbamozo. That's clearing of the road. That one is usually held every September.
So now let me ask,
Almost time.
does it mean that people actually come home for this particular festival? Like people actually come all the way from wherever they are, their different destinations, just to come experience this?
Of course. So many people usually come from different states, even outside the country.
Wow.
All the way and come back for the
So it would be so
festival.
interesting if you ask me. It would be so interesting. Like I said, I would have loved to visit your place, so I'll get to know the interesting part of it. So tell us, what is that thing that is forbidden in your culture?
But I didn't get that.
What is that thing that is forbidden in your culture?
That is forbidden in our culture.
Yeah. There must be something that is forbidden in your culture that, okay, if they do this thing, if you violate this particular law, you'll be in problem.
Actually,
So-
I didn't get it. Yeah, I didn't get your question.
Okay, so do you now understand me? What is that thing that if you violate, maybe as a law in your culture, and you tend to violate it? Can you hear me? I think you should shift from where you are. Maybe you are in a noisy place. Maybe just shift a bit. So can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I can hear you.
so like I said, what is that thing that is forbidden in your culture? That thing that if someone actually violates, the person will be in problem, or you don't have anything that is forbidden in your culture. Let's know, at least. Maybe this particular culture does not have. Okay.
For now, to the best of my knowledge, there is nothing forbidden in our culture for now.
Wow, so everything in your culture is actually cool.
Very good every year, so I don't think there's anything forbidden for now.
Wow, so wow, I think the viewers should be wowed about this. I've seen a culture that has nothing that is forbidden in it, because so far so good. All the people we've caught so far, they've actually educated on some things that are forbidden in their culture and the things that are accepted in the culture. So I was actually thinking you come out with one, but you just say you people don't have. Wow, that's nice. So tell us, do you people have any river in your community? A river that
Any river?
yes.
In my own community particularly, we don't have any river, but for nearby communities, we have rivers. Nearby communities.
So I hope those rivers are not harmful to strangers, right?
What?
Those rivers, I hope they are not harmful to strangers.
No, they are not harmful. We usually travel all the way to that community and also to join them and go swimming. So I don't think that we don't have to actually.
Okay, just like when I introduced the show, I talked about how you people are great farmers, how you people farm, and it's like in Imo State, you people actually the food basket in that state. So tell us, what and what do you people actually farm in your local government? What is that thing that you people are known for? That particular food that you people are known for?
Normally we do farm that, particularly yam and cassava, maize and the granite. These are the normal ones we usually farm every year.
So what about the ede? Okay, it's not people that have the ede and the utazi and all that.
That's cocoyam. Yeah, the cocoyam. We do farm cocoyam.
You didn't tell me now.
Cassava, maize and granite.
Okay.
We also farm vegetable also. A lot of them, but I cannot mention them.
So it means they are actually right, that you people are actually good in farming. So tell us about your marriage rights. What is that thing we need to know about your marriage rights? Your bride price, is it that expensive? Tell us about it, the interesting part of it, and maybe one thing you feel is so difficult about it.
About marriage bride, I can I only say in my own community, it's not usually all that costly. You understand? And sometimes it depends on the family where you go to. So they have their own different deal for their price. You understand? So in my own community, it's not all that costly, and the bill is not always on the high side.
Okay, so like when I actually asked you to tell me if there's anything that's forbidden in your culture, you just said no, right? There is nothing. So now let me ask, does it mean that as a married woman, you're actually free to cheat? You're actually free to do whatever you want to do in your husband's house just because your culture has nothing that is forbidden in it?
As a married woman, I think nothing restrictive you want to talk about. The only thing is that we don't, as a woman being, we don't like it, but not that there is a law that forbids it from now. There's no law.
Wow! I think right now a lot of men will be flopping through your village, like they want to travel to that place, they want to get married from that community. This is a good one. I've not seen a community whereby you can cheat and nothing will happen to you. I think that is why I say culture is actually a unique something. You guys are actually unique. I love this. So a woman can cheat, right? Wow, that's good.
A woman can cheat, a man can cheat. There's no problem about that.
Are you serious, Daniel? Are you serious right now?
That does not mean you should go and cheat. It's not a license for you to go and cheat.
No, you don't have any law that condemns it, right?
No, you take it like.
Daniel, Ifeanyi, can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I'm listening.
You just said in your culture, a man can cheat, no problem. A woman can cheat, no problem. Are you actually serious about that?
Yeah, I said I'm serious about it. There's no law or culture that stops that maybe there's no active actually. But it doesn't mean that you should go and cheat as a man.
No, we're actually talking about. Can you hear me right now? We're actually talking. No, that's not even the problem. We're actually talking about your culture, right? The do's and the don'ts in the culture, and you actually made me understand that you don't have anything that is forbidden in your culture. Everything is cool, everything is accepted, and now that is when I have to come into the marriage rights. And also, what's up about the marriage? When you get married, are you free to cheat? And you just said right now that even as a woman, you are free to cheat, no problem, but that does not mean you should cheat. But the thing is, does your culture condemn cheating? That is what I actually want to know right now. Hello, can you hear me? I think network. Network should have disrupted my call, because I actually want, this thing is so interesting. I want to hear from Daniel Ifeanyi. Yes, I actually want him to. Wow, like, I'm actually. I don't even, can you hear me right now? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I think network actually wanted to disturb us. I don't want you to go. I want you to be here right now to answer my question. Daniel Ifeanyi Chukwu. So what I'm trying to say is,
I'm listening.
As a married woman in your culture, you said you can cheat. Your culture, does your culture forbid cheating? That's what I want to know right now.
My culture does not forbid cheating. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you should have the license to go and cheat.
It doesn't mean
eventually, if you cheat, my culture does not forbid that.
Yeah, that is just what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because right now you are educating the viewers, and it is what you said, that is what they work with. Right now you said your culture does not forbid cheating, and that is just what I just wanted to know. Okay, viewers, this is we're talking about Ehite Uboma here in Imo State, and we've got to see that their own culture does not forbid cheating. Okay, that's a nice one. So tell us about your masquerade. When does the masquerade come out in a year? And also, do you have any dangerous masquerade that harm your people whenever they come out? I want to know.
The masquerade always come every 6 months, like between June and July in every year.
Okay, between June and July.
Right? And the community actually, because I have a lot of communities. So my own community actually, we do it every December, on 25th of December. So it's not harmful actually. But what they do is sometimes, if you're a stranger, you are not from the community, and they can actually come for you to ask for money. If you refuse to give money, maybe they'll give you a clothes.
Wow. So you said they come actually like twice a year, right? Or just once? Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You said they come like twice a year, or you said they come like twice a year or once?
it begins every 6 months.
6 months.
Depending on the community, when they feast their own. That's the expression.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, tell us, you have like schools in your community. Like I'm talking about high institution in your community.
Sorry, I think that's
People have like schools in your community. I'm not talking about the primary school. Definitely, people should have primary school. I'm talking about like, is there any high institution in your community?
Yeah, currently it's a high institution following the education in Imo State. Currently in my community right now.
Okay, it's built in your community, right?
It's a branch of College of Education in Imo State. It's in my community right now.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, now, you know that the advent of Christianity has, to some extent, changed some cultures of a lot of people, and maybe a kind of the touchings and all that has changed some things. So it'll be like, since there's Christianity in our community, and this thing is forbidden, we aren't practicing this particular culture, this particular tradition. So I want to know now, talking about your community, has the advent of Christianity changed anything so far in your community, in your culture, or in your tradition? Or the advent of Christianity, has it changed anything in your tradition so far? Yeah. Or it has just been like that?
They have not actually changed anything. Everything remains, but just as some of them that believe that they don't want to participate or they don't want to belong, they exempt themselves. Why those that believe in the culture, they follow the culture. So.
Okay, that's a nice one. Thank you so much. But before we go, you know, you are from Imo State. People might actually have a general language. But I want to know, in your particular community, you have a local dialect that maybe when you speak, people will not hear your own local language. Is there anything like that?
I think in my own community, we don't have any other language except Igbo language, the general one we speak.
Okay, the general one that everybody knows, right?
There's no that local language, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks.
Language, yeah.
Wow, I love that. Thank you. I think you've been able to educate us about your community and your local government. I appreciate so much. Thank you, Daniel Ifeanyi Chukwu. Do have a lovely day ahead. Wow. Okay, viewers, we've been on call with Daniel Ifeanyi Chukwu, and he has educated us much. A lot that we need to know about their local government, Ehite Uboma in Imo State. Yes, and like I said, we've been talking about culture for so long. We've been on this program educating people, getting to know different people, culture, and what their culture depicts so far. And today I've come to see a different one entirely that's actually shapes my brain. Like, I actually changed my perception about the whole culture stuff. I was thinking that every culture we just nag and scold and they kind of treat you in a way when you do a particular thing. But this one just let us know that they don't have anything that is forbidden in their culture. Everything in their culture is cool. Now he just said a woman can cheat, no problem. Nothing will hold you down. A man can cheat, nothing will hold you down. But one thing I love about this culture is for the fact that they are good farmers. They have a lot of things that they farm, and they're able to at least anything they want to eat, they're able to get it from their farmlands. Yes, and I love that. That's one good thing about this culture, and I think that's one good thing about the show, getting to or letting you know much about people's culture and the difference in people's culture and the uniqueness in people's culture. Okay, viewers, don't go anywhere. Stay with me I'll be right back. I'll be going on a quick break and I'll be right back. When I come back, we still get to talk more about their Ehite Uboma. We still get to know more about them, their traditional marriage, their masquerade, and also their food. Yes, what their food looks like. Don't go anywhere, viewers. Stay with us. I'll be right back after this break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jet Play, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride
Feeling the boy. Okay, it's so exciting.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SRTV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Nigeria Film Corporation, and lots more. Don't be
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this.
Welcome back from that quick break. Yes, we're still on the show, our culture, your culture, where we talk about people's culture, where we get to educate our viewers about people's culture, the interesting part of people's culture. Like I've been on call with Mr. Daniel Ifeanyi Chukwu that has actually educated us about the Ehitu Uboma, because we're still talking about the Ehitu Uboma in Imo State, and he has been able to give us a different clue about their culture, to change our mindset and our perception about their culture, because it's not actually what we're expecting, but it actually let us know that it is just like that. So if you ask me, their culture is so simple, but they're great farmers. And also, I want us to see a video of their festival where you see a masquerade. And also, this brings a lot of people in the community, the gathering. Just like he said, you see people coming back from even outside the country just to come and have this experience, to come and watch these people, how they do this, their festival stuff, and how their masquerade demonstrates. So viewers, see this video with me. Hello viewers, now we've been able to see their festival, yes, and you see a lot of people in the you see the crowd, a lot of people in that community that actually came out. So it's not like a boring something. People are coming out. Yes, people are there to watch. Now look at the local band. Look at the way they are playing it. It is not easy. Not everybody can play that kind of band. And you see the masquerade, the way they are interacting with the people. You see some culture. People actually a kind of miles apart from the masquerade. People don't come close to the masquerade. Just like in my place, it's not every masquerade you go close to. Don't wipe your head there. Your brain really reset. Like you have sense by force. So by this one, you can see them interacting with the masquerade. A lot of people, even with their phones to video and all that. So that is justice. People, different culture, different belief, and different ways of doing things. And also, this Uboma, I want us to see the difference in their traditional marriage. What makes the difference in their traditional marriage? How do they dress in their traditional marriage? How does this traditional marriage look like? Is the bride smiling? Is she squeezing her face? What is it about this culture? Let's get to see a video of the traditional marriage. Viewers, see this with me. Hello viewers, now you actually saw this video, so tell me, I was actually dancing when I saw this video. Like it's actually giving me that joy, that kind of joy that I want to get right now. So tell me, who will listen to this kind of music and not dance? Oh, who will listen to this kind of music and still be sad? Definitely, you just have this joy filling your heart and all that. Now you see the uniqueness of the traditional marriage. Look at the way the bride is well dressed, how beautiful she looks. She looks so simple and beautiful. Look at the cake, the way they made this cake in a local way, and so fine. Oh, I love it. And the groom also. Now you can see women with different, I think it's ashwebi. Yeah, they're ashwebi. They are different colors. They actually came out to dance and all that. These are the things. Now, even when we talk about another culture, you see that the way they come out in their traditional marriage will be different from this one. This is their own pattern. And I think I love it if you ask me. This is their own pattern. And also, that is one thing about Ehite Uboma. Now, we've been able to show you how the traditional marriage looks like. Now they have their different kind of food. Like I said, the utazi. What does it actually do in people's body? It gives you blood. It can actually cure stomach ache. Is the stomach paining you? It will cure it. Yes, these are things that are important. We need to know. Yes, what do they eat this utazi with? Now I want you to see a video with me. Let us know, what do they use it to eat? What do they eat with this? Yes. Can you mix it with any other thing, or is just for this particular? Is it really enjoyable? Since it's bitter, when you're eating it, will you squeeze your face? How does it look? I want you to see a video of someone that's actually eating this utazi. So if you are see this video with me.
I am enjoying Edomo Kuroku with utazi sauce. This utazi sauce is prepared with fresh palm oil, salt, and pepper. If you are not aware, or if you are not aware, Edomo Kuroku is one of the traditional delicacy or traditional food of the good people of Uboma. Edomo Kuroku is good for the eyes, and it helps to cure diabetes and so many other ailments. Also, potash vegetable, which is gotten from the forest, is also good for the stomach. As you can see, how one of the best traditional food of the good people of Uboma. If you look around, you see the mortar, and the pestle, which was used to pound the otaji leaf. And on this little plate is Edomo Kuroku, which is yet to be peeled. And this is the one that is already peeled. It's a very good food. Yes, he took one of the maybe. Apart from Edomo Kuroku, we have cassava, we have odudu, we have rosso, we have ngojapo, and we also have oba.
Hello viewers, wow, so did you enjoy this video about their Uboma, their local dish? Did you enjoy it? Now you've been able to see what I'm saying, that this leaf is actually medicinal. Do you know anyone that has diabetes? Tell them to go and take the utazi leaf, since it will actually cure diabetes, because a lot of people are suffering from this particular illness, diabetes, and no cure. So why not try this particular vegetable? Try the utazi and let's see if there's a positive development, if anything positive is actually coming out from it. So as you can see, I believe this meal is so enjoyable. A lot of people say it tastes bitter, but the video of the man is actually looking cold. Actually looking like somebody that the food is tasting bitter. So that is it. Everybody, different people with different belief, with different taste, and that is where culture comes in. So we've been able to educate our viewers today about the Uboma, the things we need to know, the interesting part of this culture, and where this culture is located. You might have been hearing about Uboma. Where is it? You might actually be thinking it's in Abia State. No, not in Abia State. So you won't complicate issues. Not in Abia State. It's actually in Imo State. And also, it is not just a local community, but they actually have a school, a college of education, where you can actually inculcate knowledge of their people. So I feel it's actually a developed community, because for the fact that they're able to have school in their community, and for the fact that they actually the food basket in Imo State, then this community is big and is doing well. It is doing well. And we're able to see the traditional marriage. Now I believe you love the traditional marriage. How beautiful they're looking. You've been able to see the festival, how the masquerade appeared, and how free the masquerade has actually shown itself to the people, and also the crowd that actually come out to watch this masquerade. And we're able to see the food, also the video of how they're eating this food. This one is not like in a local way, you see it. And I think this particular utazi leaf is prepared with palm oil, the original palm oil, and they can actually eat it with ede. Yes, so they are not just farming maize, they don't just farm maize, not just cassava. There's also ede included in the kind of products that they farm. So viewers, this would be a good place to wrap up the show, and I believe we've been able to educate our viewers a lot about this particular government, the Uboma. And I love what I actually learned. I learned a lot from today's show, and I love everything about the community. They are unique in their own way. Okay, don't forget to follow us on our social media page, SRTV. Tell somebody to tell somebody. It's a change. Just tell them to tell somebody to tell a friend about SRTV. Just click on the subscribe button. Leave us with your comment. Let's get to know your thoughts. And I remain MARYVAL Easy. See you again next time. Same station, same time. Bye.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit.